women are furious that only 6.5 men out of 1,000 are still getting married. I think that it's amazing that women live in these fantasy worlds where they refuse to even acknowledge remotely the things that men are going through in Western society, how men are treated, and why men are walking away. Instead, they double down on their narrative that they are victims and men are villains. Men are privileged and women are constantly going into a world where everything is against them. When in reality, it's the exact opposite. Men are the ones who are basically buried under society, and women are the ones who are elevated to the positions of goddesses. But of course, they continue the narrative because that's how they gain power, and that's how they've gained power and how they keep power through lies. Women use words as a means of deceiving men. Let's go ahead and jump into this video because I find it quite interesting.
Just got home from work and I was looking at the comments in my last video. There were so many. Oh my gosh, that is very overwhelming. But I've seen a few comments like this, and the only reason that I picked yours, Wes, was because yours was most recent. I'm not calling you out in any type of way, but I'm genuinely curious why y'all are saying no to marriage. Like, I just want to know. So if you feel like sharing those thoughts, feel free to drop a comment. Men, female, anybody who feels that way about marriage, please just let me know why, because I'm genuinely curious. Like, even after having somebody literally tell me I do not want to marry you and I had to break up with them because they weren't going to do it, I just feel like I would still get married to the right person, because marriage could be a beautiful thing. And I do believe that there are faithful people out there. There are people who are not playing games. There are people who will love you the way that you deserve to be loved, or the way that you love. There are those people out there for you. And I don't know, I just want to know. I just want to know why. So if you want to let me know, drop a comment. Thank you. Bye.
I think the more I do this divorce documentary, I think that women are evil when it comes to divorce.
Wholeheartedly.
I interviewed this guy. Oh my God, it was so sad. He literally showed me texts, like messages, print, because I make them bring in the document, because then people will say they're lying or whatever, so I make them bring in the actual documents. She literally said to her friend, "I wish he would hit me," because she was trying to get him to hit her so she could take the kids and bring that to court.
Wow.
Even though
that is crazy.
She admitted to hitting him multiple times, and then she didn't let him see the kid for a year. And then she went to court, and guess who still got primary custody? Isn't that crazy?
All out of breath now. You got that power over me. My life.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
One of the saddest stories I ever came across is when one of my clients, a husband, he was going through this illness, which was terminal. And because of it, his wife decided to leave him. Not only did she leave him, she wanted half the property, she wanted child support, and she was even claiming spousal support. The ironic thing is, if she would have stayed with him once he passed away, she would have gotten most of the assets.
What can you do if your ex is purposely not working to avoid paying support? You can ask the judge to impute income. Imputed income is income attributed to someone even though they're not actually earning it. You will then hire a vocational evaluator to prepare a report regarding your ex's employability as well as earning capacity.
If my spouse is spending money on their side piece, can I get that money back in a divorce?
We call this the hookers, drugs, and girlfriend exception. Here's the thing. Generally, marital money spent during the marriage is just considered marital expenses or marital debt, and therefore is equal in the divorce. But if you're spending it on drugs, or you're spending it on the craps table, or you're spending it on your girlfriend or your boyfriend, the other side can call that wasteful dissipation and ask for that money back.
This is the Ivy League version of I Don't Want No Scrubs. This is a real study that was done through Cornell University that said a shortage of economically attractive men. There's not enough men who are economically attractive. That may be one of the reasons why marriage is on the decline. Now, marriage is at its lowest in in about 150 years in America, the marriage rate. Now, what do they mean by economically unattractive? They said it's somebody who either doesn't have a bachelor's degree, so that's prospects, or a stable job making $40,000 a year or more. They said one reason might be education. The lead author said, this is a rough quote, many young men today have little to bring to the marriage bargain. And he talked about how women are going to school more because they want to, bring more to the table to get better jobs. I'll say this. This is your sort of piece of money advice. And this doesn't just come from me. It comes from Warren Buffett. He says that the biggest, most powerful choice you will ever make in your life is choosing the right person for the right reason.
And I will say, guys, in many ways, it's outdated. Most no man should be getting married today. Someone sent this over to me, a subscriber sent this over to me. I don't have permission to read his name, so I won't do that. But I will just shout out to that subscriber. And as you guys can see, it said this is from Cura. It says, I'm pregnant, but my husband doesn't know that he is not the dad. What do I do? And it's from Indian Feminist. This was posted on October 3rd. The response was by Indian Feminist. So Indian Feminist responded to this question, because Cura is a website where people can post questions and people respond to them. Indian Feminist responded, nothing wrong in that, as few people said, it is your body and it is completely your wish whom to allow to touch your body. Being your husband, he will have the responsibility to take care of your child, even if he is aware that he is not the dad. Nobody can question you, and the law is there to support you. There will be women, when they see this, that will agree with her, or they'll say that there are these Sims that will immediately say, "Oh, these are just trolls," or they'll say, "Not all women." This is what women are doing. This is how they use the internet. First of all, as a precaution, frame some false case against your husband, so that if he plans to move legally, you can counter it with this: physical. So basically, physical hardship. So basically, physical torture, mental torture, dowry harassment, and there are many more ways you can lock him from his activities. Contact any female lawyer and make sure she is a feminist, so that she can help you more sincerely. If he acts more smart, then go for a divorce and claim good alimony and maintenance, so that he can't marry again with his financial capacity, with his financial capability. You can live happily with your child and your lover, or you can live just with your child. Being a feminist, I wish you all success for your fight against the men. Guys, this is 100% real. When I tell you that these people do not like us, they do not like us. They think the absolute worst of us. They literally detest the fact that we breathe the same air as them. They don't like the fact that God is a man. They are trying actively to change the identity of God to a woman. When you see songs by Ariana Grande constantly saying, if God was a woman, and talking about, her being a goddess, this is an act by women to change reality to their perception. I'm telling you right now, all of these women, so many of these so-called Christian women, if the church would, they hijack the church and they start talking about the mother God and the father God, and eventually they start saying that the mother God is the creator of all, women will begin abandoning. They will begin abandoning the notion that God is masculine, God is the father, and then start saying God the mother. This is what they will do, and they will happily do it. You know the reason why? Because they don't care about facts. You have to understand women. Women do not care about facts. The only thing they care about are their feelings. The only thing that a woman is loyal to are her feelings, and wherever the wind blows, her emotions will go. So if her feelings are stimulated by lies and fantasies, it doesn't matter. She will accept those as said reality. She will accept them as said reality. She will say that they are said reality, and she will demand others around her view them and accept them as reality, or say that it is discrimination, it's misogyny, and a variety of other things, because you will not accept her perception of reality, of what she calls it. They will get to the point where they will say that God, that calling God the Father is a form of misogyny. because it's women who bring life into existence. So of course, God is a woman. And this is guys, our mothers will spoon feed us this nonsense. You have to realize that even many of our mothers probably deep down, not even deep down, they just don't say it out loud, that they believe that God is a woman. Of course God is a woman. But they're literally getting, of course God is a woman. We can't say it, but of course God is a woman. We all know. We've all, from the moment we were born, we all knew God was always a woman. But it's men who created God, made God into their own, presented God in their own image. Don't forget that the Bible was written by men. We should be looking at we should be looking for guides from women and feminist women in the Bible. We need a Bible by feminists. This is the reality. If you're enjoying the content, help get the channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications if there's another video ever again. Guys, check out my Angry channel. I have another channel called Angry, where I discuss gaming, anime, geek stuff, nerd stuff, real world stuff, and whatever else interests me. Go and check that channel out. There's a link to it in the description of the video. So go check it out, support my work. What do you guys think about this? Women are furious that only 6.5 men out of 1,000 are still getting married. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. We'll talk about it there. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.